Good morning, everyone. Quickly, I want to explain some things to some of us that find it difficult to set up your account for trading. There are some of us that are finding some button difficult here or never understand how the signals operate. So I want to quickly take my time this morning to make some corrections to it. I'm not here to explain how to trade or how to place signals or whatsoever. I'm just here to explain few things that many don't understand about the market here this morning. So quickly, without wasting time, I'm going to be taking my time to explain what I'm trying to say. This is my own interface, how it looks like on my tab. I may decide to, and I believe it's as similar as how it's going to show before you while using phone. I use it with your normal Android phone. If I turn this to landscape, there is a different way it's going to show to me. And so also is also different on my system. But the buttons, they are not different. It can only be the position. Just take your time carefully and see how and where I locate this button. Quickly, when on my tab here, let me add brush to it so that I can be able to mark some things. You have to take your time with me now. Like I used to advise or explain on my students, I want everyone to have moving average added to your account. There is a way I used to read this moving average that it becomes one of my simple strategy that I've shared with some few people before now, and it's always working for them, for those that took their time to really study and understand how to read the indicator. Like I used to tell you guys, indicator is not a tool that tells you exactly what is going to happen. Indicator is just an instrument that help you or interpret the market, how the market is going, how it has been going, and how it's going. It doesn't clearly tells you what is going to happen. It's through the help of how it was doing, how it's doing currently. Then with your own personal technical analysis, you can be able to predict the next candle. And there is a position, there is a way that this thing can be what can be right. Let me use this particular candle now and explain something before I start talking about uh, the buttons. I used to tell my students that whenever this moving average crosses any selling candle, at that point you sell. I used to tell them, and as you can see, anywhere at all it crosses from the top, you sell. And whenever it's support from the base like this, you buy. Whenever this moving average support any buying candle from the bottom, you buy, and you can see the market bought this point. But whenever this moving average crosses a red candle like this, at that point what you do, you sell. And as you can see, the market has been going bearish, and I strongly believe that this market will go bearish for some time. So that is one simple way to read this moving average as a simple strategy I used to show to my students. Okay, quickly, let me start explaining something. So for some people, like I said, this is how that the pure preview is on my tab. Let me add the arrow back so that I can be able to explain something. This is where you you choose your time. Like you all know, I used to trade on timer, not on time. If you put it on time, it is become your normal time that you can set, it becomes your normal time zone that you are selecting as the time frame for your trading. But when it's on timer, that is where you can be able to choose between 1 minute and any other time frame of your choice that is listed here that you are good in trading with. But let it not be on time. Time is just your normal time zone. You could say 6:10, 6:08. This is just your normal time. But timer is just a time frame. You select the time frame to what to trade on. I'm 1 minute trader, and sometimes I post signal in 30 seconds. So whenever you're in the group, you just watch the one I drop. If it is 1 minute, you just have to come here and change it to 1 minute. And aside that, the candle is on 1 minute time frame too. And if you see this place is on 1 minute time frame, so you also make sure that the candle is on what is on 1 minute time frame. What does that mean? That the movement of the chart, the candle, it's on 1 minute, and we are trading it for 1 minute. That is a perfect setup for the trade. But there are cases whereby I will ask you to change this particular time frame. If you change it, if you are reducing it, the speed of the candle will increase and the position is going to be different. You see the movement for 30 seconds. Let me change it to 15 seconds. You will notice that the movement will become faster, and the how you look at it now and how the candle is, it become different. You are seeing the difference. So make sure it's on 1 minute, 1 minute, except I ask you to do otherwise. If we put it on 10 seconds now, just wait more and wait and observe the movement. You will still see that it will start moving more than how others are moving. And so also it is to 5 seconds. If you see 5 seconds, look at how it's moving. Look at how it's moving. Very, very unstable. That is, if you want to trade for 5 seconds, it will make sure that your time frame is also on what? 5 seconds. But we are trading on 1 minute, so let me put it back on 1 minute. And this is the 1 minute candle preview. Let me reduce the thickness of the candle. I say whenever the market make a correction to the moving average line, like how it is now, this is a perfect position for one to sell. And if you say at this point, you will definitely take your profit before the market tick otherwise. But I'm not here to explain strategy, like I said. I'm just here to explain some things you need to know in the account. Many are not familiar when it comes to some button here. So let me point some of them again. This is where you for your investment, how much you select for your investment, how much do you want to put here for investment. If any amount you put there, it's going to show you your payout here depending on the percentage you are trading on. Each of the currency pair have a different percentage per time. So the percentage is showing you at that very time is what is going to keep you out. If your prediction is right within the limited time you are initiating the trade. So that's how that works. Whenever you come to the market immediately, make sure you check if you are on live. If immediately you come to the account, you are going to be on live account. You have to tap on this arrow to bring down to check if you are on live or you are on demo. If you come in to trade, it's going to be on live. So if you came to the account to practice, make sure you tap it and change it to demo before you place any trade. And most time, whenever you come to your account, it's going to put all your capital here as an investment if it is not more than $3,000. Assuming you have $50 in your account and you just log into your broker first time of the day, it's going to put the $50 here and your account is going to be on live. So if you do any silly mistake and place any trade, your $50 will be stake on that particular trade. Your account will become 0 at the moment, and if that prediction is very wrong, you will see that what you are going to end up with a loss and you have blown your account. So be very careful. That's why I used to advise, whenever you come to your broker like this, if you're a 1 minute trader, make sure you analyze the market. You look everywhere, set up everything for like 1 minute before you start trading. Moreover, I don't think you are trading on your own as it stands. We are using my signal. But even if you are trading on your own, these measurements are things you need to put together. It will really be of good help to you. So whenever you come to the broker, make sure you scroll back and look at how the market has been doing before you came up here, and you look at your time frame, you look at your candle, and make sure a lot of things are fixed up before you start trading. That is that for that. This up you are seeing, the up represents buying, or we also call it call option. So if I say call, it means you should go up, or if I say buy, the same thing, or if I say up. Then the red, we call it put option. When I say put, it means go down. If I say down, like it's explained, you go down. If I say sell, it's the same thing. That is what that means. You see the deposit up there, that's where you deposit funds into your account. There are lots of available methods you can use to what? To deposit funds. If you want to change this thing from candle, maybe you are not used to candle, you want to change it from candle to any other, this is where you select it from. You have to tap on it and you can select between area, candles, bars, then again the area chart. This is how it looks like, depending on how the one you are good or your analysis supports, or there is a particular strategy you are using and you feel like it's best explained or clear to you when you are on area chart. This is where you select it from. But for me, I use candles, so I change it back to candle here because I study more about candles. So that's where you are going to change it from. And also, if I ask you to add indicators, this is where you are going to add the indicator, like the moving average you are using currently now. If I tap on this place, that is where I can be able to select the type of indicator I would want to use. If you observe very well, I use two indicators, which is moving average and stochastic oscillator. I have not added the stochastic oscillator, but I think for the purpose of this video, let me add it. You have to tap on that place and it will bring out the list of indicators that you can add from. So in this case, what we are going to do is to scroll down and then look for the particular indicator I look on. This is the stochastic oscillator. I have to tap it. I won't make any changes to this data. What I will do is only the color. I will scroll down and then change the overbought. Buying is green, so I'll put it green. Then the sold, selling is red, so I'll change it to red. That's just what I'll have to do. Once that is done, I cancel it. And if you observe now, you see that the stochastic oscillator has been added to the account as another indicator. Okay, so that is where you are going to add the indicators from, and followed by where you can change your candle, followed by the time frame. Then the pencil or the pen you are seeing there are some people that are been studying, or they are good in some analysis now. and maybe you want to use some tools, from drawing tools, to analyze the market. That is where you can be able to select any drawing tool from that supports your strategy. So let me tap on that place. I'm talking about this. Let me mark it. There is a way I used to send signal in my group, in my Telegram channel. Many don't understand it, but let me go there and explain. This is my Telegram channel as it stands now, and this is the way I used to post the signal to my group, to my channel. I trade 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. every day. So once it's 10:50 or 10:50 something, I will drop the currency pair to trade on. As you can see, I'll have the 4 or 5 currency pair I'm going to trade on for that day, and I ask everyone to select it in their Quotex account on time, so that, because when I start dropping the signal, it should not be the time you start searching for those currency pair, because once I start preparing this social pair of currency, you should select it at a stand. So immediately I say done, like say done, you can equally tap done, and as I win, you also win there. And I say preparing this, you quickly switch to that, so that when I say up, you can quickly go up, and what I have here is what you're going to have there. So that's how I used to send the signals. So many don't understand or don't know how to arrange this currency pair on their trading account. So let's do that now. Once you are in your account like this, you see the plus sign here. There is a plus sign up there. That's where you select your own currency pair from. You that is using phone, your own might be around this place, but it's the same way. So I have to touch on that plus, and it's going to bring out the list of available currency pair that you can select from. So let's assume that we are using the one in this group. The first one is USD BRL, second one is USD DZD, and like you can see. So if you are using phone, it might not display in the interface for you, but mine is going to display here because I'm using tab, and on system it can also be spread on the interface. The USD BRL is already added. You see added. Let's look at it. Is on the chart. Let me remove the Euro, USD, and Britain JPB. I'm going to remove that, so it remains only USD and BRL, so that we can be able to add the others. As you can see now, it's only this. If I want to add others, I will have to tap on that place, then search for it, USD DZD. And as you can see, I just have to tap on it and it will be added back. The second currency pair on the account is USD India Rupee. I have to tap on that plus sign again, search for USD India Rupee. So, and I have to tap on it, and it's also added. So as it is now, whenever I said USD BRL, you can quickly tap on it from the interface and it load. And when if I say up or down, you can quickly take your decision. And immediately I say USD India Rupee, you can just quickly go and select that one. It will not be like you want to go and search for it again, because if you take time, you might end up not having the same result like I will. So it's better you add it before time. That's how I used to say it like that. But for those that are using foam, that cannot be able to be listed before you like this, what are you going to do? This is what you are going to do. You just have to tap where you used to select your currency pair from, and looking at this currency pair, you are seeing a star before them. What does it mean? It means that you are adding those currency pair to favorite. Since you cannot be able to add it on the interface, what you are going to do is any currency pair, wherever the position is, that you mark that star, it will equally take it to the front. You look at this New Zealand dollar slash Canadian dollar. Let's tap on it and see. You will not see it again. If you scroll, you are going to see them at the top. So yours now is just to select it. You mark it so that it will be on the front. Since it's not going to be on the interface here, it will be that when you just tap where you select your currency pair from, there should be the first 4 or first 5. So that when I said, okay, this is super currency pair, assuming I said, okay, New Zealand dollar slash Canadian dollar, you can quickly just tap on that and select it. And if I say up or down, you quickly would initiate the trade. That's how you're going to do. If you are not using system or tab, that you can list it before yourself on the interface, what you are going to do is make sure you let me just put this on do not disturb for my woman distract my doings. So that is how you are going to do it. If you cannot be able, if you don't have system, once you can list it with like this, you would put it on favorite so that it will be the first 4 or first 5. Immediately I said I drop the signal and I say down, you can quickly tap on down. If I said up, you can equally tap on up. That's the best way to prepare your account before trading. And after that, you should be able to select the time. I used to drop the time with it. If it's the one I'm going to trade for 1 minute, like we said, I will say choose a trading time of 1 minute. And if it's the one that is going to be of 30 seconds, let me scroll up if I will see any one of 30 seconds of a recent. And anyone like this for 30 seconds. So you have to be very very careful and know the time you are selecting. The one I say 30 seconds, it will be the 30 seconds you choose in your account. Once all that is done, you just have to stay in your broker and then wait for signal. Once it drop, you initiate a trade. You select the time and how much you want to risk per trade. My advice to every trader is that use 10% of your equity, whatsoever you have in your balance. Use 10% of it to risk 10% of it per trade. As your equity grows, the 10% you are risking per trade will also increase, and so also the return you are having will increase. It's better to use 10% than being greedy to blow your account quickly. So that is what you should do. Have a trading plan. Have how much you can afford to lose a day, and have how much you want to make a day. Once you make how much you set to make a day, you leave the market. And if the market is against you and you lose how much you said that you can be afford to lose per day, you also what equally leave the market. Don't trade with emotion. That's always my advice to everybody. So once you have set up all this, you are ready for trading of that day. You just have to wait for the signal. Let me look for a particular currency pair and initiate one trade. Here I believe the market is going to go down for a period of 1 minute. The reason is because I strongly believe that the market is going to make a correction to the moving average line, which you are seeing below it. I strongly believe it's going to what? It's going to make a correction to it before it take another direction. That is why. So assuming I just say down, at that point you quickly what? Place down on your own Forex account over there. That's just a simple way of reading that signal. So once you place on down, what you just have to do is you just have to wait and see what is going to become of the signal before time. And once you initiate trade like this, you can see the movement by scrolling up. You are just left with 15 seconds for this particular trade to close. If it is on red, that means your what you initiated or your analysis is wrong, and you have to wait for the trade to close. I think the time is going to frustrate us here. Yeah, because the market was out of the zone. But the market will still support a downward movement. I'm initiating two trade to cover for my loss and also take another profit. But it is not advisable to you that have slow equity, because if you are not trading free, if you don't trust your strategy very well, don't think about recovering, because you might still end up with a loss if care is not taken. So that's how you are going to, if you place a trade like this, you can just check it. Once you initiate trade, don't cancel, don't sell now. This sell now means that maybe you place a trade and you see that this market is going to go against me, but there is a time they are going to give you opportunity to sell, to at least make so that you don't lose everything. But I don't use that. If I will lose, let it be, because the offer they are going to give you, it will be very, very tiny. We are less than few seconds for this trade to close, and if it close on profit, that is, I've recovered this my loss and also taking another profit. Like you guys can see, it has entered. So that's how to read the signal here. If you want to withdraw your money, it's the same way. Okay, another thing, once you register your account, immediately you register your account is going to have two-factor authentication. Let me go to this page. I've not verified this account, but once you open a fresh account like this, what you are going to first to do is scroll down to where you are seeing security and two-step verification. Off this the first one to enter the platform, off that particular button, so that you can enter the platform anytime without receiving code from your email. Make sure you close that. This one is to withdraw funds. You can leave it whenever you want to withdraw funds. They will send code to your email. That's how, where, or how you can be able to do it. As far as I know vividly that this short video, this explanatory tutorial will be of help to many of us. This way you can delete your account if I want you to delete it. This way you select your time zone and also the language, and so different things you can do in the account. So I think this is just the few things we talk about this morning. If you have any uh, confusion or question, you can always ask me. I'm here for you anytime, any day. But for now, we say bye to the market.